Finally, Manchester United agrees the Neymar transfer to the club. Hello everyone, thank you for being part of this and make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss it on whatever we've definitely go to bring you as long as it is sports and as long as it is Manchester United related. Right up here at the United chapter with me, your host Abu KALS. Guess what we're talking about today? We are definitely talking about a wonderful football player, and that's none other than Neymar. I was been playing for Paris Saint-Germain. Will be remember that earlier he was offered to Manchester United by PSG. PSG offered Manchester United this football player, young and talented. Not that young, I think he's now around 31 years. But I think he still got it. Yeah. And there was a lot that was talked about in the news saying possibly he won't be, possibly it's no good, he's too old, things like that. And for some time, it's been quite in the news. But the latest coming in is that Manchester United as a club, after sitting and weighing their options, what they have and what could make the club better, they have agreed to this deal. They have definitely agreed on paying a lump sum of money to get this gentleman. But the question is, what could Neymar bring to the club? What could Neymar bring to Manchester United? You'll be remember that Manchester United have been on a hunt for a good forward for some time, and right about now, the fact that this gentleman is in the picture, that definitely shows you that there could be a lot of improvement. You'll be remember that last season hasn't been that bad for Manchester United. I must say Eric Ten Hag has secured his place as a Manchester United manager because of what he's displayed. He's not had a bad season, we must say. For the first season as manager, and he performs the way he does, definitely it shows you that he is a very good football manager. We could be tackling about the wages and seeing how much amount of money could this gentleman be being could be paid at Manchester United, whether it's worth, and could it also be what we also need to understand about all this is. So Manchester United, you already know that Manchester United has had a few problems with big football players like Cristiano Ronaldo, football players with big names, players like Paul Pogba. Could it be history trying to repeat itself that if Neymar comes to Manchester United, there could be the same problems that the rest faced with the club, or the club faced with them. So that's also something we need to discuss, because you're not going to bring Neymar and you make him sit down. I don't think he'll be happy with it. And if you're bringing Neymar, he has to play 90 minutes. Short of 90 minutes, it will be a tug of war. For some time, he will need to play. And the thing is, with such football players, whether he is performing well or not, it becomes a bit tricky for the manager to bench him. And if the manager feels that he needs to be benched, and sometimes it's the right decision to be made, definitely it doesn't come on as planned. Anyway, I think it's going to be a massive one. I think it's going to be a good signing, but that should be put in consideration. And when signing, I think they should let it to him properly. The when you need to go off the pitch, definitely that when the manager sees that it's the right thing to be done, then there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to be happy about the performance and stuff, but not acting a bit strange when you've got to go to the bench. Everybody at the club is definitely subject to being substituted, and that he should definitely know. So with the wages that he was definitely having before, as somebody was asking me, how much has Neymar been earning at Paris Saint-Germain, and how much could he be earning right here? So I will remember that the Brazil superstar signed a contract extension with his employees in the summer of 2001, and 2021, and according to Foot Mercato, Neymar earns around £36 million, and that's quite a great amount of money. £36 million per million euros, that's euros, 36 million euros per season under his deal. And it will be remembered that this deal goes up to 2025, and that's also why Manchester United could use this opportunity if they badly need him, use this opportunity to make sure they can get him at a fair price, because he has got roughly 2 years on his deal, and after that he's out of contract. And I don't think Paris Saint-Germain, knowing how PSG into business, I don't think they would like to let a football player like Neymar go out on free transfer, and they are losing that big amount of money. So I think they are going to be looking at selling this gentleman. But he's been a wonderful football player, and some people have already said possibly he's underrated. But it will be remembered that Neymar was once categorized under the categories of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, but because there were two big names, they definitely overshadowed him. But that does not mean that he is a bad player. He is definitely a very good player. So the Brazilian superstar has been playing nice football, great football of recent, and definitely that's why we see him as a very good one. And Eric Ten Hag has all hopes in him. Thinks definitely if he goes to Manchester United, he is going to do a good job. You could see goal drought at Manchester United reducing, as you know, sometimes Manchester United can look for goals and look, but because that good finisher, that striker is not in the position, definitely things don't always go on very well for the club Manchester United, and that's why they are definitely looking at getting Neymar. But we think Neymar could be a perfect signing for Manchester United. For those of you who do not know who Neymar is, let me first tell you a little bit about Neymar. I'll be bringing to you the statistics and everything you definitely need to know about this gentleman. Anyway, so Neymar da Silva Santos Jr., that is his name. He goes by Neymar Jr., but his full name is Neymar da Santos Jr., also known as Neymar. Is a Brazilian football player who plays as a forward for League One club Paris Saint-Germain, and also the Brazil national team, and that's quite great. Well, remember that he was born on the 5th of February, and that was in 1992, and that makes him 31 years old. And still looking at that age, 31 years, how long could he be playing for Manchester United, and what is the appropriate time to sign him? How long should Manchester United sign this gentleman? I think Manchester United can sign this gentleman for more 4 years until he's 35. It should be great. It should be okay. After 35, results are always less, but I think he still go. But if United can sign him for that amount of time, good. But effectively, if I were to sign him, I think I would give him 3 years, because I would be sure there's definitely good results he's going to bring for 3 years. Not so sure about the rest too, but football has always shown that after 35 you're struggling, but before 35 you're playing okay. But 31 is still definitely okay. 31, 32, 33 should be okay. Anyway, so you will remember that Neymar is 1.75 meters high, and his current salary is 40.8 million GBP as 2022, and we're in 2023, and still it is still the same. And his career definitely started in 1999. So we need to see the statistics of Neymar and see what he could definitely bring to table. It must be remembered that in League One, Neymar has performed quite well. Played for Paris Saint-Germain, played for Barcelona, and also Brazil national team. Those are the three main teams he's definitely played for. Brazil national team, he's played for Barcelona, and he's played for PSG. I don't know of any other teams. Anyway, let's see. It will be remembered that in League One, he managed for Paris Saint-Germain. He managed to score, I'm going to say 20 goals in 19 goals. in 2017, 2018, then 15 goals in 2018, 2019, then 13 goals 2019, 2020, then 9 goals in 2020, 2021, 13 goals in 2021, 2022, and he also scored more than 12 goals, as you already know, the lastly concluded season. But he's also an assist king. He always tries and makes assists with making 13 assists in 2017, 2018, 7 assists in 2018, 2019, 6 assists in 2019, 2020, 5 assists in 2020, 2021, then 6 assists in 2021, 2022, then making more than 10 assists actually in the last concluded season. And definitely that's how you can tell that he is a brilliant one. He's definitely a very good one. He's not only minding about scoring balls, but also creating opportunities for other football players, and that's a good thing, because some of the times you're not at your best, and definitely you've got to leave some people to do the work for you. All you need to do is just to cross the ball to them, and that's what he can do. So as you already know, that when it comes to scoring, Neymar can definitely score. And but it will be remembered also that at his time at he enjoyed his time at Barcelona, and he scored quite a number of goals at Barcelona. And when he was at Barcelona, he was linked to also a number of clubs. But Paris Saint-Germain injected in the money and definitely had him. He will remember that at one point in time, PSG offered this player offered Neymar to Manchester City, but things didn't go on as planned, and now they offered the player to Manchester United, and Manchester United has said most likely they're going to be taking him on, which is necessarily not a bad thing, but will he fit in the game, or Eric Ten Hag's game? Will he fit in? That is also another question to ask ourselves. Is he going to fit in? But I personally think it's going to be massive. It's going to be good if Manchester United definitely sign Neymar to Santos. So I think everybody would like, not everybody, but the biggest percentage of Manchester United fans would definitely love highly to see Neymar playing for Manchester United, because he's undoubtedly he is a big talent. There is nobody who can doubt about that, and the fact that Manchester United needs goals, I think also is going to be a brilliant one. So it will be remembered that there's been a bit of tight competition with Barcelona coming up and saying they definitely want Neymar also, so it could be a bit of tight competition. But PSG turned down their request and said, "We're not selling to you. We're selling to Manchester United." I don't know the chemistry that is there while they are selling to Manchester United, but what's happening. They said they only want to sell to Manchester United, and Brazil, and sorry, Barcelona. Barcelona can definitely not have Neymar again. He was once their football player. We do not know the reasons as to why they are not offering them the player anymore. Even when they've got the money, they are saying no chance, you're not having him, and they are giving him to Manchester United, and Manchester United has definitely agreed. Now it goes to the manager of the agent of Neymar, and also the management at Manchester United, to get in touch with also the Paris Saint-Germain management to see what definitely can they do for this transfer. How smooth could this transfer go? Agent should make sure that the transfer definitely goes in. But you will remember that it will come with quite a lot of wages. Is Manchester United ready to dash out this amount of wages, this a lot of wages? I think United have the money and they are willing to since they are willing to. Let's wait and see what comes in. Otherwise, thank you for being part of this as we've been talking. The Neymar move to Manchester United. Do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss it on whatever. We've definitely got to bring it as long as it is sports and as long as it is Manchester United related right over here at the United chapter with me, your host Abu KALS, as I tell you thank you and goodbye for now.